restrictions on their content. So the TLDR here is that this incubator named Chorus was set up by Brian Tyler Cohen, who you guys probably know is a big like resistance creator on YouTube, giant channel, 4 million subscribers, etc. And a guy who used to be an aide for John Yarmouth, who was a congressman from Kentucky. So they set up this thing. And the way they fund it is by taking money from this billionaire-backed dark money super PAC called the 1630 Fund. That fund has spent hundreds of millions of dollars to back Democratic candidates and causes. It's very influential. It's very well known. You can read a bunch of reporting about it. But because it is a dark money group, their donors are kept a secret, okay? So 90 plus Democratic Party aligned influencers were selected for this program. They're paid anywhere from $250 a month, which like y'all are really selling out for the cheap if you're on that plan, but we'll get back to that, all the way up to $8,000 a month. It has everybody from small creators I certainly had never heard of. Granted, I'm not on TikTok that much, so I'm not trying to like besmirch the level of their influence, but all the way up to people like David Pakman, who has a multi-million sub channel, who is already been quite successful and has been around for longer actually than we have. David Pakman's been in this game for a long time, so it's like everybody from the small and the brand new all the way up to the David Pakmans of the world. So specifically, Taylor was able to talk to people who were approached about participating in this program, some of whom were put off by the terms of the contract and said, this is not something that I can be a part of. She was given access to some of the group chats that were flying around between some of the people who did end up in the cohort, who were also expressing concerns about some of the terms of the contract. And she also apparently was able to get her hands on the contract themselves. And so here's specifically what the contracts that it says were reviewed by Wired, what they indicated in terms of restrictions on the way these individuals can operate. So according to copies of the contract viewed by Wired, creators in the program must funnel all bookings with lawmakers and political leaders through Chorus. Creators also have to loop Chorus in on any independently organized engagement with government officials or political leaders. So one of the creators who was approached about participating in Chorus said to Taylor, she said, quote, if I want to work with another politician, I have to fully collaborate with Chorus. If I get Zoran and he wants to do an interview with me, I don't want to give that to them. So that was one of the concerns. Also, it says creators in the program are not allowed to use any funds or resources that they receive as part of the program to make content that supports or opposes any political candidate or campaign without express authorization from Chorus in advance and in writing per the contract. So if they want to support a candidate, Graham Plattner, let's say in Maine, they have to get approval from Chorus before they can say anything supportive of any sort of candidate or campaign. In addition, the contracts reviewed by Wired prohibit standard partnership disclosures, declaring that creators will not publicize their relationship with Chorus or tell others that they're members of the program, quote, without Chorus's prior express consent. A screenshot from a slideshow was shared with Wired following this article's publication by Graham Wilson, a lawyer working with Chorus, that offers several talking points if a member of the cohort wanted to discuss Chorus publicly. So they're expressly saying, you can't talk about being in this program, and certainly can't disclose the dark money funding of this program. They also forbid creators from disclosing the identity of any funder and give Chorus the ability to force creators to remove or correct content based solely on the organization's discretion if that content was made at a Chorus organized event. One other piece that I thought was really noteworthy, Sagar, is it also says you are not allowed to criticize any of the other influencers who are part of the Chorus program. So for example, if you have a beef over David Pakman either not saying anything about Gaza, or in the early days of the genocide, he was actively defending Israel. If you have a problem with that and you're an influencer in this cohort and you want to talk about it, you are banned from doing that. So you have a combination of a lot of restrictions on the way that you operate, having to run things through this Chorus program. You have the forced secrecy around it, that you're not allowed to disclose Chorus, and you're certainly not allowed to disclose the funding source of Chorus. And then you also, on top of that, have these requirements that they check in, that they go to these daily messaging meetings to, get the view of Chorus. And we're going to show you some of the responses from the creators themselves about the revelation that they're part of this program. And, they actually affirm that, yes, much of this is in fact true. They show relevant parts of the contract and then, give reasons why it's not such a big deal and it's not really a problem. But they actually confirm Taylor's reporting here. So this seems pretty rock solid at this point.
Well, okay, so let's put that aside. I think the question is about why is this important? I think it's important not only for the context of what you laid out about specific issues, but it is an incentive and media ecosystem, which is so much worse than allegedly what the Dem and Republican alternative medias were trying to go after. Like, look, we can say a lot of bad things about Jake Tapper, MSNBC, CNN, Fox News. They do not get direct checks cut to them that specifically say you can't criticize X, Y, and Z. They are actually less controlled in this particular way. And so that's what I think, I wanted to cover the story early, and I want people to grapple with that, is that in this new ecosystem, just like in the original days of the printing press, it's gone wild.
It's heating up, me and my people linking up. Good times, living it up, I say we're living it up. We're not giving a fuck, it's the real deal, no fugazi. We wanna beat, he's gone crazy. Matt Shapes, Raskin, Liam Bailey, what you saying, G?
Gather around, don't feel like there's no love to be found. When people sink their teeth, it brings me down.
We don't give up.
Nobody gets away, I'm gonna stand on my business here today. Fight the good fight, good times.
Yeah.
These are the good times. Leave your cares behind. Yeah. These are the good times.
Life is a game, pleasure and pain. I can't even complain. I got nothing to lose and so much to gain. It's simple and plain. They say my name, how did I sustain by going against the grain? Now me and my people chilling in Spain, dodging the rain. I'm on the coast with the roof gone, bopping and getting my groove on. I don't live in the past, I just move on. So don't worry about me, what are you on? I'm on a yacht in the ocean, hosting 30 degrees and I'm roasting. I just go with the flow and the motion, coasting. Took a little time out and a breather. I'm an overachiever, not a diva. Ebenezer Eva, I'm a geezer. Sharp as a cleaver. I'm a Virgo, not a Libra. I'm a dreamer, but I'm wide awake. We gotta celebrate. Give me a shot of tequila and a couple of ices. Just good vibes and niceness. Life's full of surprises. My advice is be decisive, not divisive. I ain't even trying to be righteous. So do what you like. You know what good life is when you don't worry about what the price is.
Good times.
Alright.
We are the good times.
Yeah.
Leave your plans behind. These are the good times.
It's all love.
Acordo, minha cabeça explode. Ontem foi festa, hoje só me incomode. Bebi demais, comi de menos. Agora tô largado sem plano, sem veneno. Geladeira vazia, mente apagada. Me sinto um pote sem nada. Boca seca, barriga reclama. Como é que se ignora esse drama? Dia de ressaca, tudo dói. Fico na cama, nada me atrai. Dia de ressaca, tudo dói. Fico na cama, nada me atrai. Dia de ressaca, tudo dói, fico na cama, nada me atrai. Dia de ressaca, tudo dói, fico na cama, nada me atrai. Celular piscando, nem vou olhar, preciso de paz, não quero falar. Ontem foi barulho, luz e pressão, hoje meu cérebro tá em suspensão. Prometo pra mim nunca mais, mas sexta vem e lá vou atrás. Um pouco de festa, depois o castigo, pago o preço calado comigo. Dia de ressaca, tudo dói, fico na cama, nada me atrai. Dia de ressaca, tudo dói, fico na cama, nada me atrai. E às vezes exagero demais, mas hoje só quero ficar em paz. Um copo a mais, um passo errado, agora eu tô aqui quebrado, calado, calado. Dia de ressaca, tudo dói, fico na cama, nada me atrai. Dia de ressaca, tudo dói, fico na cama, nada me atrai. tudo dói, fico na cama. Nada me atrai de ressaca. Tudo dói, fico na cama. Nada me atrai.
Bro has his heel.
Oi, oi, oi. I'ma stick to the Carlin dash, pop to the whip, bump stash. Don't care if it's card or cash, Nat won't come so I might ring Tash. Impulsive, I might seem rash, it's one big rock so I flick then bash. All cocky, the car gets splash, it won't go through so I might just dash. 6 pints in the line of white, I got a boy there D-Tech trying to fight. I'm too calm for a fight tonight, plus my mate blows up like dynamite. I got a wink from the fit one, can't be right. Thought she'd say no, now I'm saying she might. I'm only saying she might, but if you're bored and about, then what you doing tonight, yeah? If I do bag, there's trouble, don't buy singles, just do doubles. Then I come back like stubble, too many pricks try burst my bubble. They try burst my bubble, too many pricks try burst my bubble. They try burst my bubble, too many pricks try burst my. Too many pricks try burst my. Too many pricks try burst my bubble. Too many pricks try burst my. Too many pricks try. I like sipping on a half full pint, chatting to a girl that I like. I like sitting in the pub all night, plus waiting on a bag to swipe. I got a link, just text this guy. If he don't text back, then ring that twice. 2 secs while I neck that bird, text that bloke and I neck this pint. Yeah. 6 pints in the line of white, I got a boy there D-Tech trying to fight. I'm too calm for a fight tonight, plus my mate blows up like dynamite. I got a wink from the fit one, can't be right. Thought she'd say no, now I'm saying she might. I'm only saying she might, but if you're bored and about, then what you doing tonight, yeah? If I do bag, there's trouble, don't buy singles, just do doubles. Then I come back like stubble, too many pricks try burst my bubble. They try burst my bubble, too many pricks try burst my bubble. They try burst my bubble, too many pricks try burst my. Too many pricks try burst my. Too many pricks try burst my bubble. Too many pricks try burst my. Too many pricks try. I like sipping on a half full pint, chatting to a girl that I like. I like sitting in the pub all night, plus waiting on a bag to swipe. I got a link, just text this guy. If he don't text back, then ring that twice. 2 secs while I neck that bird, text that bloke and I neck this pint.
All this yapping, every day yapping. In the evening, in the morning. Just shut up. Please shut up. You're talking. Why you still talking? Shanice, 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 Shanice. Shanice,
Yeah?
your mouth is moving a lot like